Thanks for joining us for MTGU Fight Club. Rich versus Blades today. Modern. Green, White, Hate Bears versus Blue Tron. And we're currently, this is game 3, and it's 1-all. So this is for the whole. This is for the whole batch of bananas or whatever it's for.
You get a batch of bananas?
Yeah, the whole carton of bananas.
There's a carton of bananas?
Yeah, or
are we talking
a case
about the
of
bananas,
bananas
or the banana hammocks?
No, not banana.
This totally changes my play.
Yeah, so he might.
Depending on what's on the line.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah,
I might die here, but I'm gonna try it. So
it's slightly scary. Like I'm.
Oh, is he talking about when I? This actually might just want to cut out, but you're talking about. Is he talking about the section where I path exiled his worm coil engine, or what section is he talking about? Anyway, let's proceed.
Go ahead and take.
Okay.
I can do the screen. I can do the
lose life.
Yep.
Noble hierarchy. Go.
Sure.
Ah. I just changed my name. Hold on one second.
Actually, never mind. There's just starting to happen in chat.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I'm confused.
So, no, I think I'm fine with you having the mana right now. I don't think it's so worrisome to me, so I'm just going to cast Sphere. Go ahead.
Okay. Tap. Upkeep. Draw. 16% of the time. It works every time.
Was this one for 16%?
16.
What was that you cast, Blade?
Chromatic Sphere. So it's just a dig engine. I like to play Dig Dug over here.
Dig Dug. I always say that and people are like, I don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not retro enough to know
So,
what Dig Dug
we're
is.
still early enough in the game. I kind of want to be aggressive. We'll lose life.
Oh, what?
Go ahead.
Yeah, that seems pretty big.
And he puts down a Scoos.
So I'm just gonna dig at a blue.
Okay, all right. Lurgen is going to lay down the ruling.
Thanks, Lurgen.
Player 2 for the Arbiter is a special action, or paying 2 for the Arbiter is a special action.
Is there a priority change with a special action like that?
It does not use the stack.
Is it my go? Or are you still thinking about playing another sphere?
No, I'm not got a Sphere.
No change in priority happens.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
No file. I was lucky.
He's got all the mana in the world, though.
Noble Hierarch.
Isn't
see?
Lurgen our resident judge?
Attack phase.
I believe so.
Attack
Yep.
for
I think
2,
so.
exalted trigger, exalted trigger, exalted trigger. For 5.
I'll take 4.
There is no way to make them pay 4.
Okay. So with the last trigger on the stack, or with all the triggers on the stack, you're going to pay 4.
Yeah, all the triggers on the stack. Might as well.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't
Lose
think
a
you
life?
have any giant growth effects, but...
Choke.
Ugh.
You want to bring
It's
that card
happening.
up? Go
I
ahead.
have it.
He tapped
Islands-
the island.
Islands don't
Yay.
untap during their controller's untap step. Choke. Sucks. Big time.
And you were giving me crap for it. We're going to see if it works, though. Go ahead.
Oh, I need that card under the table.
Hey, tap that island down.
Sorry. Whoa, choke.
It's okay. I'm going to get into this third game, and I'm going to choke. See
Get
what I
it?
did there?
See, huh?
See what I did there?
Go ahead.
Alrighty.
That's actually
Untap,
pretty good.
Upkeep, draw. What in the world is this deck wanting to do? Makes no sense.
We're about to do it. We're about to break 100.
Sweet.
Come on, somebody else
Slider.
log on really fast.
Ugh. Smider happens.
Declare attack phase.
Yep.
Swing for 3. Exalted trigger, exalted trigger, exalted trigger.
Yeah, I think I take it. I could do that, but I really need my island.
Go ahead.
Oh.
He really needs his island.
That's still rough as well.
So if he ever taps that island, then it doesn't untap.
Exactly.
Oh, that is so
Draw.
harsh.
It's something, all right. I don't know about harsh.
Well, you know.
For green and a white.
Yep.
Castellar Pride Mage?
No.
Guys, I'm playing Bant. Minus 40.
Yeah, that's fine.
Does it stick?
Yeah.
So what are the chances he has a Cyclonic Rift? Pretty high, but I kind of want him to tap the island, so. Declare attack phase.
Sure.
Attack for 8. I can throw exalted, 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 exalted. Take 4.
Yep. So I totally forgot about that last turn. I absolutely should have done that.
Results. Go ahead.
That one's still tapped.
Hey, we just hit 100.
And that's still rough.
Is there anything in chat that we need to know about? Because I can't pay attention to it.
I know
it. I usually can kind of like keep up with our conversation. But with
it's hard to hash these things out in chat sometimes.
Go ahead.
I think you guys should just keep playing Tight Magic.
Yeah.
Untap.
Tight Magic? Yeah, really tight. Like, I can't even tap my lands. He's choking me out. That choke is absolutely getting me this game.
Green and white. Thalia.
Yeah, I have to respond to that. I just don't know how. I'm at 9 life. He can swing for 6. Yeah. That's really rough. I'm pretty much dead either way here, I think. So in response, I'm gonna have to thirst for knowledge.
Draw 2, then discard.
Let's put those
draw
under
3.
that. Because they're
well,
done.
you could eventually get rid of it. So.
Oh, and I plan on it. Don't get me wrong.
Karn,
okay,
All's
that's
Dust.
getting there. But this isn't really. It's not enough.
Okay, so I can proceed. Well, you
Yeah,
still
I
get
still
to
need to
discard
discard,
your
but-
2 or your 1.
I've only got one artifact in hand, and it's one that I can't afford to discard, so I'm gonna have to discard other stuff.
Also, Choke is a really good sideboard option if you're playing against
So-
Storm, even surprisingly, but not as effective
Yeah,
because
right
they primarily
now-
play islands.
right
I mean,
now I can't
mountains
dirtle on
and
these,
Shiv
so-
and reefs,
It just takes a
so-
second.
but it's
Alright,
an
go ahead.
option. All right, attack. Exalted, 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 exalted.
6. Yep.
So 4, 6. I think I said 8. I didn't mean 8 when I said it. Go to 3. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, that isn't gonna do it. Yeah, you got me this game.
Cool.
I got a minor, an island, and either way I can't play anything due to Thalia.
Okay, so I'm going to untap. Hold on. I just want to do coup de grace. I'm going to flicker away my choke.
Oh, really?
Lose life. Attack.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wow.
That choke. You definitely choked me out.
So did this play out the way you thought it would?
This right here, this game felt way more like Hate Bears. The first game felt way more like Hate Bears.
The second game,
2
you were a little bit dirtling around.
felt like I just
Yours too slow.
Kinda, yeah. I didn't get enough. I didn't
You
get
had
enough
the
on
hate.
board.
You didn't have exactly.
And I mean, like, okay, so the first few plays with it though, when I ghost quartered your land and stuff like that, that felt like Hate Bears. And then after that, I just drew crap, and my Aether Vial was on 3 because I bumped it up so I could
Yeah.
get the Blade Displacer into play.
Yeah.
And I just kept drawing 2 drops. So that's kind of the weird trade-off, right? Is like you kind of have to figure, statistically what you want to stay on with your Aether Vial, and I kind of just didn't get there. So Let's do sideboards and talk about what we did real quick.
Yeah, those games weren't really a surprise. Like, his hate is really good against my sort of deck, since he makes all my stuff cost more, into where my stuff already costs a lot, into where my lands are specifically geared for 7 on turn 3 if I'm lucky. That sets me off so bad, and he also gets rid of a lot of my search outlets as well. So I absolutely feel like that deck is definitely favored in this matchup. Even though I had a lot of wrath effects with the Olive Dust, he still seemed to keep coming back. Like
The Aether Vial, because it lived through that, helped
yeah, the Aether
lot.
Vial helped a lot, quite a bit, because most of those games you seemed a little bit more mana screwed, and the Vial definitely helped you pull through that, outside of that last game where you just had all the mana dorks. So that last game may have been a
sideboard. I took that out.
little bit different, but
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we talked a little bit before, and I feel like that was definitely the right play. Dismembering, getting rid of the pieces that I need to kind of keep you off. Another All's Dust is great. And the Repeal is sweet because you can just bounce things, right? Like, you could pay 2 mana to bounce back my Aether Vial, which could potentially
if
throw
I
me
can
off
bounce
for
your
several
Aether
turns,
Vial, then
right?
it feels really good in my court.
Or you can even bounce like just one of my guys. I wanted to see this against you, Gaddock Teague, because
Yeah, that
he's
seems
just
super
so
relevant.
good, so good. But yeah, the chokes. I just brought in basically Voice Resurgence because I knew he was going to be bringing in more removal, and he also had a little bit more counter spells than like Red Green Tron, obviously. But this was more for the counters and the Wrath Proof. I took out the Reclamation Stage to bring in another path because I just realized you didn't have a whole lot of just artifacts sitting on the board a whole lot. And so I decided to bring in the path again just so I didn't have to worry about your Worm Coil engine.
Right.
And I also brought in the chokes because path with choke doesn't sound too bad either, 'cause especially if you go grab an island because it's just going to sit
pointless.
there, right? Yeah. It's
Yeah.
one mana for a board wipe. Or not board wipe,
yeah,
removal.
especially with this where most Trons do have a
No
lot of
benefit.
artifacts that set on the battlefield. Mine doesn't have as many. With Mindslaver, I want to cast it and then I want to sack it almost immediately. Not Restoration, but the Platinum Angel is pretty relevant to get off the battlefield. The O-Stone is pretty big. And the Worm Coil engine.
Right.
A lot of those...
Well, that's why I brought in just like, I kept the Kasali Pride Mage in, was just in case you did happen to have one of those things I needed to deal with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the other Scavenging Ooze was to help, because I'm already running 2 main board. The third one was to help with the Mindslaver lock. And I just basically dropped my curve to be more aggressive, because I realized that this list doesn't have nearly as many end of the battlefield effects as I probably would have liked. So having the Restoration Angels and the Flicker Wisps didn't help as much. So
Right. I more agree with that as well.
But yeah, that was Green White Hate Bears versus Mono Blue Tron. Does